This is the incredible story of Lyra, the Dawn Hunter, a prehistoric tale of courage, friendship, and identity. In the dawn of time, long before written history, there lived a hominid named Lyra. She was a nimble and curious creature with russet brown fur and bright, amber eyes that shimmered with curiosity and intelligence. She was kind, compassionate, and possessed an insatiable desire to explore the world around her, to understand who she was and the purpose of her life in the vast, untamed world. Lyra roamed the lush forests, climbed the rocky cliffs, and waded through the sparkling streams, her heart brimming with wonder and her mind buzzing with questions. She dreamed of a time when she would discover the answers she sought, a time when she would understand her place in the intricate tapestry of life. But for now, she continued to explore, seeking wisdom and understanding with every step she took. One crisp morning, as Lyra ventured into a dense, misty forest, she found herself at the edge of a clearing. There, standing tall amidst the ancient trees, was a towering figure. It was a Neanderthal, a species known for its strength and resilience. His broad shoulders, muscular arms, and deep-set chest hinted at his power, while his sharp facial features and prominent brow ridge gave him a fierce appearance. However, it was his eyes that truly captivated Lyra. They were deep-set and filled with a wisdom born from countless seasons of life lived in harmony with the rhythms of nature. He was Tharn, the guardian of these woods, a protector of the ancient ways, and a keeper of the tribe's history. Tharn had witnessed the changing seasons for many years. He had seen the best and worst of nature and knew its secrets like the back of his hand. Now he stood before Lyra, ready to share some of that wisdom. "Welcome, little one," Thorn rumbled, his voice echoing the strength of his presence. "What brings you to this part of the forest?" Lyra, unafraid, stepped forward. "I am Lyra," she said, meeting his gaze with her own bright eyes. "And I seek knowledge, wisdom that will help me understand this world and my place in it." Thorn nodded, recognizing the thirst for knowledge in her eyes. "Then you have come to the right place," he said. And so began Lyra's apprenticeship under Tharn's patient and watchful eye. She learned about edible plants, medicinal herbs, animal behavior, and the art of tracking. Tharn also shared stories of his people, their traditions, their challenges, and their triumphs. He taught her how to make fire, how to hunt, and how to protect herself in the wild. Most importantly, he shared with her the philosophy of the Neanderthals, a deep respect for nature and all its inhabitants. As the days turned into weeks, Lyra blossomed under Tharn's guidance. Her initial awkwardness gave way to a graceful proficiency in the ways of the forest. She could now navigate the wilderness with ease, finding sustenance and shelter whenever she needed. Yet she knew her journey of discovery was far from over. She still had much to learn and many more adventures to experience before she would truly understand the world around her. One breezy afternoon, as Lyra and Tharn were returning from a successful hunt, they heard a commotion in the distance. Curious, they decided to investigate. As they approached the source of the noise, they saw a group of humans. These weren't like any humans Lyra had seen before. They were leaner, taller, and had longer limbs. Their faces were more angular, their eyes sharper, and they moved with a fluid grace that was both mesmerizing and intriguing. Tharn, ever cautious, instinctively reached for his spear. "Who are they?" Lyra whispered, her gaze fixed on the newcomers. "Humans," Tharn replied, his voice low. "They are known for their curiosity and adaptability. Some say they are the ones who will shape the future." Before Lyra could ask more questions, the leader of the humans, a woman named Ciel, stepped forward. "Greetings," she said, her voice melodic and confident. "My name is Ciel. We are travelers, explorers of the world." Seated around a crackling fire that night, Ciel regaled them with tales of her travels, of distant lands and cultures, of breathtaking landscapes and fascinating creatures. She spoke of her tribe's innovations, their tools, their shelters, and their techniques for hunting and gathering. Lira and Tharn listened intently, their minds expanding with each story. Finally, Ciel turned to Lira and asked, "What brings you to this forest?" Lira hesitated, unsure how to explain her nomadic lifestyle. So she simply shared her thirst for knowledge and her desire to understand the world. Ciel smiled, recognizing the spark of curiosity in Lyra's eyes. "Then you have come to the right place," she said. And so began Lyra's new chapter of learning under CA's guidance. She delved deeper into the world of human exploration and innovation. She learned about advanced tool making, sophisticated shelter designs, and innovative hunting strategies. Ciel also shared with her the philosophy of the humans, a focus on progress, exploration, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. As the months passed, Lyra's understanding of the world deepened. She was now proficient in multiple aspects of survival, from crafting tools to reading the stars. But she knew her journey was far from over. She still had more to learn, more to experience before she could truly grasp the complexities of her world. One fateful day, as Lira, Tharn, and Shay were exploring a new part of the forest, they stumbled upon a group of hominids. These hominids were different from Lyra's group. They were smaller, weaker, and seemed out of place in the dense forest. Lira noticed that their clothes were tattered, their bodies thin, and their eyes filled with a mixture of fear and desperation. It became clear to Lira that these were the Dawn Hunters, a small isolated tribe struggling to survive in a harsh and unforgiving valley surrounded by jagged cliffs and dense dark forests. They were constantly battling against predators, battling the harsh weather conditions, and battling the difficult terrain. Despite their struggles, they remained hopeful, clinging to the belief that better days lay ahead. Moved by their plight, Lira, Tharn, and Ciel resolved to help. Using their combined knowledge and skills, they guided the tribe to safety, teaching them how to hunt more efficiently, how to create better shelters, and how to defend themselves against predators. Lira, with her agility, scaled cliffs to check for danger, communicate with the tribe below. Tharn, with his strength, led the defense against predators, ensuring the safety of the tribe. C, with her intelligence, planned strategies for hunting and gathering, maximizing their resources. Together, they helped the Dawn Hunters not just survive, but thrive. By the end of summer, the tribe was stronger, more resilient, and better equipped to face the challenges that lay ahead. Seeing the transformation of the Dawn Hunters filled Lira with a sense of accomplishment. She realized that true strength wasn't just about physical prowess, but also about knowledge, strategy, and most importantly, unity. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the valley, Lira, Tharn, and she gathered the Dawn Hunters around a crackling fire. The flickering flames danced in their eyes, reflecting the warmth of the community they had built together. Today, under the canopy of stars, they celebrated not just their survival, but their growth, their resilience, and their newfound unity. It was a celebration of their shared humanity, a testament to their indomitable spirit, and a promise of a brighter future. For Lira, Tharn, and she, the night was filled with a sense of satisfaction. They had come a long way since their first meeting. What began as a simple alliance forged in the face of adversity had evolved into a deep bond of friendship and mutual respect. They had learned from each other, grown because of each other, and achieved something truly special. They had shown that no matter how daunting the challenge, no matter how harsh the environment, the human spirit, the Neanderthal strength, and the hominid curiosity, when combined with unity and perseverance, could overcome any obstacle. But for Lira, the night held an additional layer of significance. As she looked around at the smiling faces of the Dawn Hunters, she saw the reflection of her own journey. When she first set out on her adventure, she was a young, curious hominid eager to learn and understand. Now she stood as a respected member of a thriving community, her knowledge and skills contributing directly to their well-being. This realization filled her with a sense of purpose and belonging. It was a moment of profound self-discovery, a confirmation that her journey had been more than just a quest for knowledge. It had been a journey of personal growth, of forging connections, and of making a positive impact on the world around her. As the celebrations continued late into the night, Lyra couldn't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the challenges that had pushed her to grow, for the friendships that had enriched her life, and for the knowledge that had become her most valuable asset. She was no longer just a hominid with inquisitive eyes. She was Lira, the dawn hunter, a symbol of courage, curiosity, and the indomitable human spirit.